ran out of space on the memory card. Virgil Tracy was just the most fun of this episode. He was so exciting to watch, and I imagine it must be exciting to have been a freight craft and just doing obviously worldwide international missions, suddenly go, I'm gonna go into space, especially when you've seen probably all of your brothers do it at least once. Gordon's been, Scott's been, Alan goes all the time, John's up there, I'm going into space. There's a few plot holes in this with regards to location for me, where especially Scott and Brains are concerned. When they're launching Thunderbird 2, they're on this, and I have no idea where this is, guys. You're going to have to help me here. It's some random platform in the middle of the water with Gordon alongside them. Also, Gordon is in Thunderbird 4, and then he's at the launching station, and then he's nowhere to be seen. Let's just throw that one out there. But 1 minute, they're suited, booted, Thunderbird gear, and Brains in this like weird little suit thing, and launching Thunderbird 2. The next minute they're back on Tracy Island in normal clothing, like they've never been out of the base before. Don't get it. Really cute moment from Scott Tracy here. We can build another Thunderbird 2, but we can't rebuild you. Oh, brotherly love. Now, did they really beef Virgil Tracy's arms up in this episode, or was it just me looking at something? I don't know. CGI bulked up arms, because when he's like trying to control the craft in entering the Earth's atmosphere, suddenly his arms look jacked, like he'd spent all year in the gym. Like, I was seriously looking going, really? Okay. Last plot hole. Conrad is on Tracy Island, but visitors aren't supposed to be on Tracy Island. It's supposed to be a super secret base. So why are members of the public on Tracy Island, guys? You're kind of like throwing your whole super secret mission type thing there. So all in all, it was a very unique episode, thereby for the use of Thunderbird 2 especially, and I thought it was a really good idea, but I know there's going to be varied opinions with this, so let me know. But the main thing we're here to discuss now, we've discussed the whole episode, is the episode of Inferno that's not going to be broadcast here in the UK. Now, it's a very debatable decision. So Inferno, let's look at the episode bio first, and we can discuss it properly in more detail. Because I think aren't a lot of these episodes already available in Australia or something like that, so realistically if I just wanted to research them online and watch them and review them early, I could, but I don't. I do it for the benefit of you guys. So we've had Inferno. Rigged for Disaster is this week's one. And it's based on Atlantic Inferno, which is cool. And this is the Amelia Clark's episode this week, by the way. Wow, they've actually taken Inferno out of here completely. Oh, no. So Inferno was between The Man from TB5 and Home on the Range, and they've just taken it out completely from the UK series due to the Grenfell Tower fire incident that happened a lot earlier in the year. So I'll just read you the basic brief for this. In the London Crystal Spire, the tallest building in the world, catches fire due to an electrical overload and local firefighters are rendered helpless. Virgil and Alan are called to extinguish the flames and rescue everyone trapped inside. Episode features elements adapted from the original episode of City of Fire. Now, as of right now, it's not known whether we are going to get this at a later date or whether it's going to be included in the DVD package. It has not been said whatsoever. No one has confirmed or denied this thing, but to my knowledge, it is obviously, it must be available somewhere online to watch. So I'm thinking if you guys want me to review this, and I'm happy to do it, maybe we'll save that and do it as the Christmas special, just purely because obviously in the UK we're not going to get to view it, so to speak, and I'm using that sarcastic sense because obviously we can view it if we really want to. So yeah, I'm thinking that, so do let me know if that's what you would like me to do in the long-term run. But the opinion of the action of withholding this episode from the UK has been one that's been met with a lot of debate, let me tell you. So I'm going to go to two different places here. I'm going to go to the Thunderbirds Argo Facebook page. Is this the group? I'm also in the group. It's not letting me because for some reason sometimes my Facebook decides to freeze on my iPad. So let's start with Twitter. So I did put a fairly open thing on the thread on the Twitter and said if anyone wants to let me know what they think of this move, please do. I did have 2 replies in regards to that. So one person, I'm not going to mention people just in case they don't want to be mentioned across this, has said it's too soon to air that particular episode in the UK. Would like to see it eventually, but respect the decision to pull it at this time. But another person has said that they don't agree with it, and I can't find that now. I disagree. It should be in memory of the Grenfell Tower. It shows the danger of fires and the need for organised rescue and what heroes people are. I agree with that because there were a lot of people that did obviously attend the Grenfell Fire Tower. Let's go to Facebook and see what these guys are saying as well. No, this is the group. Nice. Oh my god, why? Like, look, this is my page right now of what it's showing me. Like, my iPad hates me sometimes, okay? So there's some kind of noise outside. Right. Let's try again. I've reloaded the page, basically. Oh my god, come on. Right. So let's go down. Right. So we've got quite a few comments here. People think it's an overreaction. You could relate tragedy to anything on telly, that much is true. When things have happened directly as a result of things, I mean, I remember storylines in soaps have been changed due to missing people and stuff like that. Actually, I remember at the time of the Grenfell Tower, I was watching Scorpion, and suddenly the episode went off completely. Turns out it was the episode, and I can't remember what one it was, Sylvester is in a burning building with children, and that was literally the day of the Grenfell Tower fire, and they pulled it, and it was only afterwards I looked at it and went, okay, that was a clever decision. You shouldn't have had that on that day. It's a slightly silly decision. But I suppose there are many different types of disaster, earthquakes, things we could associate with any Thunderbirds episode. Yes, that's true as well. I agree with that. Some people hadn't even made the connection. Some people in Australia who may have actually seen this, heard about the fire and just hadn't made the connection. True, it is the Shard. I think if they're basing this spire building on the Shard, that's not really a block of flats. It's gone way too PC, perhaps just a little bit. Many people asking, will it still be on the DVD or at a later date? That we don't know. I can't say that. So the general consensus that I'm reading, and I'm going to put that down now because a lot of those comments I won't say on air, is that the majority seem to think it's a silly decision. And I'm not going to take what I say on this lightly, because obviously the last thing I want to do is offend anyone watching my channel. But I'm also obviously as well going to try and speak from the most neutral and honest view that I can, because I do want to have my say on this. I'm a fan, I'm entitled to say what I want to say too. Some people say it's a respectful decision, and the chair is still creaky, guys, the chair hasn't changed. A respectful decision based... I'll be back. Phil, why are you in the bath? Extra Lizzo, I'm almost out. So where was I? Right, let's try and think. So a lot of people, I was discussing, some are saying that it's a respectful decision in memory of all those who did lose lives in the Grenfell Tower. I am not going to discuss the Grenfell Tower fire in this. I am not going to talk about anything to do with it. It's more the response to the tragedy. So, okay, I can side with that, I can understand that, but then I think generally a lot of people are feeling like this wasn't like it was yesterday or last week, it was several months ago. Yes, okay, I think certainly children episodes, certainly children who possibly watch this series, who were involved in that fire, who are victims, who may have lost loved ones in that fire and still watching, yeah, that could bring back scary memories from them. So, okay, yeah, I understand your decision to pull based on that. However, on the other hand, is it taking PC a little bit too far? Maybe. As I say, it's not like it was yesterday. And ITV did make the decision, as I say, they probably didn't realise what they were doing at the time with that particular episode of Scorpion, but they pulled it immediately. I'm sure I've seen it since, and I've seen several episodes of different things across all TVs with fires since, and perhaps you can't pull everything based on a fire just from one thing. In the back of my mind, it does feel like it's a little bit too much. And as I say, I'll be completely honest with you guys about how I feel. Maybe it does feel like it's a little bit too far, because it happened quite a few months ago now. And judging with what people are saying, you know, it can be a way to, you know, explain that fires happen to children, that, you know, that people are going to be there to rescue you. It's a very hard thing for me to comment on, because I am so afraid of offending people and saying the wrong thing, but then I also feel like I have to be honest with you guys as well. So I would love to know what you thought about the decision for ITV to pull this episode, and as I say, I am happy to find it somewhere online to watch, and I'm happy to watch it and do it as a review at Christmas, because obviously this is going to be now a lost episode in the eyes of the UK. So maybe that's going to be a good treat for you guys, but maybe you don't want me to do it, maybe you want me to stick to vintage. It just seems like, in my mind, the right kind of episode to go for at Christmas, but also maybe not. I don't know. You're going to have to give me the right decision there to make, and let me know what you think of the decision, what you thought of the episode we've just watched, which was Long Haul. I almost forgot it for a sec, and I'm sorry it's been a while and it's taken as long, but you know, it's just what it is today. And I will see everyone again. Like, share. I want to hear your comments, guys. Let me know. And I will see everyone again for a slightly shorter episode review of Thunderbirds next time. We obviously had a lot to talk about in this one. Bye, everyone.